For me, I don't see the need. But for people who have money, they will find any means to justify why they should spend money on certain things that you and I feel that are not really making sense, right?
All right, so let me ask you, listening right now, would you spend 250,000 naira to buy a Labubu?
A Labubu doll.
Just because it is for a foreign doll. In fact, I was seeing one of the videos of those who had purchased it.
Baby, what do they call baby in our side?
Baby doll?
Yes, there's a word they call baby doll.
Okay, there's a word in our colloquial language. Yeah?
No, oh my God, I've forgotten.
Okay.
All this baby rubber kind of thing.
Hey, it's baby rubber now.
250
You now go and buy baby rubber just because they say the head can turn 360 degrees. Are you serious?
At some point, I was thinking that maybe that doll came with some form of sexual fantasizing kind of thing. That maybe people were using it for all those stuff.
Wait,
just
Cassie,
a doll.
Cassie, I saw something looking all pink, just close to your, bag. Is that also Labubu?
What bag?
No, there's a bag. There's a bag right there.
What bag?
There's a bag in the lounge. You got that bag right there. And I saw something that looks like a doll. Cassie, are you sure you're not also patronizing the Labubu?
No, hold on.
No, I need to know. I need to be sure.
There are dolls
that
come with the bags. Now, if you notice, there are these women bags that come with dolls or other accessories kind of design on it. Yes.
Is it called Labubu?
No, it's not Labubu.
So
the
yours
Labubu
is not
different.
Labubu. Yours is not
I don't have
Labubu.
any doll on my bag, so I'm really wondering what you're talking
because
about.
Because if you have a Labubu doll, Cassie, you and I, you're going to be catching a case with me.
No,
honestly.
why would I?
A Labubu?
You already know that if I have that kind of money, it will not even go to any Labubu kind of thing.
But anyways, though, what is the fantasy?
Honestly.
Going on I don't know, do I call this an adventure now? Or to satisfy an urge?
People attach it to their bags, they put it on their bags, and...
Just because you put a doll in your bag, attached to your bag, it looks fancy, and then you spend 250,000 naira. Please, y'all don't blame me for talking this way, though. I'm just saying, I'm trying to understand it. Maybe you have a better understanding to this. You might as well want to tell us what you think about it, because I don't get that. I don't catch it. Maybe there's something else in this Labubu. Maybe because it has a boo-boo. Y'all remember? Boo-boo? Boo-boo? Bala, boo-boo. Okay, I'm just, don't mind me.
It's not from a town hall.
Yeah.
It's not from a town hall. This one is different from a town hall.
Okay, so what is rationale? Would you spend 250,000 naira to get a Labubu doll? Just because it is fancy? Just because you can attach it easily to your bag? And what do you think these people who are spending such monies to get these dolls, what do you think they're getting at? What do you think they're getting at? And to think that my gender too is buying Labubu. No, we are not buying it for ourselves.
Some people are buying for children.
We are not buying it for
ourselves.
It's for females. You have said it already. You have said it. You're buying a Labubu for a female. That's all you do.
Apart from the fact that I do not even understand what this whole craze is about. It's
giving
fetish. Personal. It's giving fetish. It's giving diabolical for me.
And
the doll is giving diabolical.
Cass, I agree with you in that part. Look at the eyes. Oh Lord, it looks like Chucky.
Yes, it's
giving a Chucky vibe.
It's giving diabolical.
Chucky rebranded. How many of you have watched that movie, Chucky? That very evil, doll, that can actually command lightning and thunder from,
People should really be careful the kind of trends they jump on, because you don't know the origin of these things.
Cassie, it's not even about.
And I think that this is how they do that. They initiate people into certain things because you don't even have an idea as to why something is trending. You just jump on it. And then another part I would say is that it just shows, the bandwagon effect.
Yeah.
It's in full swing. I mean, some people just jump on it because they saw their favorite celebrity do it.
Okay.
And when you look at it, it's because these celebrities actually jumped on the trend.
Okay.
Celebrities like Rihanna, we had the likes of David Beckham, Lizzo, Hailey Bieber, we had Simon Bills. A lot of them jumped. Dua Lipa, a lot of them jumped on it. So when they see that their faves are buying these dolls, they decide to, okay, my fave is using it, so why not? But you do not know the circle that these people belong in that is making them to buy this. This is not me trying to be the African, but I'm just seeing it from the angle that this might be fetish.
Cassie, we are African, and that's the point.
It's safe for us to have this belief.
Please, it's safe for us to have this belief. I mean, if you don't want to believe me, believe what I'm about to say. True civilization started with us. Oh yeah, even when the whites were in the cave. Well, you can. Yeah, no, you won't understand it. I went deep into that research, archaeological, scientific. Even they know this truth. But let's not even go there, right? Now let's come back to the place of who we are as Africans.
I think we have a call. Sorry.
Niger.
Can we pick
Let's
this
take
call?
this call. Let's take it. I'm so
Hello?
pissed.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. How you
afternoon.
doing?
So many thanks for asking. Welcome to Family Friday.
All right, good to hear
I'm
you
yours
here.
truly, Ernest, all the way from Shuye, the man that is loved by the best.
Ernest, oh, welcome. We here.
Respect, man.
All right.
So long a time.
Yeah, so been a while though. Ernest, talk to us.
We are still here. We do listen. I think maybe what makes these people to spend a kind of a large amount of money to buy all these dolls, maybe because of prestige and the affordability. They can afford it.
Oh.
So, as Cassie have rightly said, someone that has spent money to buy something, there's nothing you will say to convince the person. They even want to attack you, maybe because you don't know, that's why you want to criticize them. So just for prestige and the affordability, and you don't know the kind of cycle that it belongs to. True. As you maybe want to attach it to, is it magical or is it a society?
Voodoo. It might be voodoo.
So Ernest, let me ask you a question. Ernest, are you there?
I'm listening.
Why are you not buying the doll? Is it because you can't afford the doll?
Another thing just because of our priority. What you prioritize, it may not be important to me. Priority will also.
That's it.
So your kind of exposure or the experience. So it's based on I think the most important thing there is also priority, which is a mine also.
Okay, I get that.
So what you consider important, yes.
I get that. Ernest, you just nailed it. You nailed it. Thank you so much.
Have a great time, man. I hope this is not the girlfriend show yet.
No, it's not. It's 1 o'clock, my brother. 1 o'clock. And I'm going to be there.
I think I have time to listen then.
All right, you will. Please, Mbok.
Have a great time.
You too,
have
my
a great
brother.
time.
Right? Ernest.
You're welcome.
Ernest,
All
right
right.
there, pretty close. It says,
Okay.
It says it's priority.
Of course.
I think Ernest has summed it all up. Priority. Yeah? But you also want to add your voice to it. Why do you think people are buying a doll for 200? Oh, I beg you. I'm sorry, UD. It's not 100. 250,000.
Thousands.
And you buy
hundreds
that.
of thousands.
You know how many mouths that would feed? How many weeks that
I
would?
don't understand. When
Zero?
you keep saying mouths,
No,
like
I'm just saying, because I'm a
should do
family
what they
man.
want with
I'm a
them.
family man. I know what I'm saying.
but
09.
for the people buying, it's obvious that they don't lack food. That's why they're going to buy their dolls.
0907-353-0044. Would you open your eye, Tanda, and you are going to go and buy a doll of 250,000 naira, even if you can afford it?
Like baby rubber.
0908
Baby rubber.
766 8888. Oh my goodness, this 8 is giving me the vibe of I hate it. But let me leave it there. And then the WhatsApp portal number is there for you. Get onto the WhatsApp portal right now. Share your thoughts. Let us know how you feel, what you think, and why you think these people are doing what they are doing, getting a doll for 250,000 naira. 0909-705-4450. And if you had a partner, maybe your wife, maybe your girlfriend,
and she went to buy
this. And she goes to buy to
Voila.
and then such a person calls you after she had bought the 250,000 naira doll. Then she calls you and tells you, please, can you just borrow me 20,000 naira? And there's something urgent. My bank is not working. The app has a problem. So just help. Oh no, they don't even say borrow. They say help me with 20,000 naira. You mean you'll still give? I don't know. What would you do? Would you give the 20,000 naira, or would you just stay quiet?
You know, the fact that even men are buying this Labubu doll.
I will speak for my gender. We will not buy for
men
ourselves.
are buying it. Like men are buying the doll.
But hey, you men too that will open your eyes, open your nose, open your mouth, and then you go out there and buy a doll of 250. Now somebody be listening to me now and say, "You Dave, calm down." It's because you don't have love in your life. Maybe because these people who are doing that is as a result of so much love. They have love in their lives. You know, some other person might say, you know what, you Dave, chill, man. Chill. This is part of the good life. I mean, I can afford it. I'm going to get it. It doesn't matter who I'm getting it for. All right? It's not your business. All right? Help me keep my mouth shut because I can't. I mean, I can't even imagine it, right? But if you are also a man and somebody tells you, oh, baby, oh my God, baby, there's this doll they've been talking about. I really need this doll. And then he says it's 250,000 naira. You mean you'll also oblige to getting that doll for that person? Well, probably you're also a guy who likes such things and you want to buy it for buying's sake, just to attach it to something and then feel good about yourself. I don't know what you think though, but you tell me.
I think, you know, Anna
maybe
said
I'm wrong.
something. Anna
Maybe
said
I'm wrong.
something about some people do this because of prestige. They want
Prestige.
to belong. It's some form of social status for them. You know, there are people who feel like vehicles are just a social status, not really a convenience or because you can afford it.
Okay.
Some people would just buy cars as a social status, not because they know
need it.
Yes. For instance, here, where you know that you're trying to buy a car where the roads are not motorable, right? You buy what vehicle now is so low but very luxurious, like the
Is it
what-
Lambos now?
let's say a Ferrari.
Yeah.
You know that a Ferrari cannot go in the local roads.
Yeah.
Yes, and then you live in a community that is quite local with non-motorable roads, and then you go buy a Ferrari. It's just a status symbol.
Okay.
Yes, because you just want to show off. You are apparently not going to use that vehicle. Or maybe you go buy, okay, now we have the CNG and all of that, but in the past when the CNG was not really like a popular thing here,
Yeah.
you go buy a CNG vehicle and then it's a status symbol. Just want to show off that,
Prestige.
yes, you are the 1% of the 1%.
Have you ever considered pressure?
It's still part of
It's
it.
still part of the
Yeah,
status,
the
right?
need for people to belong.
Yeah.
The need for people to just want to associate with something because it's trending.
Mm-hmm.
They see that people are using it, so why not? Let's go for it. Let's also belong in that circle of people who own it, or when they're counting the people who own it, let's also be among them.
timber and
You know,
cannabis,
yeah,
yeah.
so
I get that.
I totally
Okay.
agree with Enes because
Okay.
it's just people wanting to belong. Just a sign of, okay, me too, I am in that level.
in that level.
Some people take some things as a social status, social symbol for them, status symbol for them. You see, even marrying wives, you may see polygamy as nothing. You may see it as, oh, what's that? It's headache. But some people, polygamy for them is a status symbol. Yes, because we consider men who have a lot of wives as being wealthy or being able to cater, because it's not easy. For a man who has at least 5 wives, you're expecting him to have 14 children, 15, 16 children, right? Put together. So everyone is now seeing him as for you to feed 14 mouths plus the 5 wives. How many now? It's not easy. So it's like a status symbol for many people to get married to just a wife. For them, it's a mark of honor. And even back in the day, when you get married to more wives, it's more like, yes, you really know what you're doing. And like you said, it's an odogo kind of thing. And we all know when someone calls you an odogu, there's that perception that, yes,
There's
you
an
really
expectation
are,
to
exactly.
of you. Yeah,
So
they expect certain things of you, right? But what about the wannabes? Now that's where me and coming
yeah,
from.
the wannabes.
The wannabes.
They don't even know.
They don't
it's Not,
know.
okay, maybe for them it's not even a status
Do you
symbol.
understand?
They are just,
I just wanna be.
let's just belong.
Let me belong to where you don't fit. What is wrong with you
But
guys?
250,000 naira for a doll.
Somebody will shut me up and say that's not money. Cassie, that's not money.
You guys, I do not know if you're
250K.
watching this. I do not know if you're watching us at the moment, but you need to see what these dolls look
No,
like.
please, Lord have mercy.
See,
What is this?
check us out on social media so that you can see what's going on right now. I mean, you will see pictures of the doll. Just go see pictures of the doll, and
Oh, this is as ugly can ever be.
ugly as you have the word.
That's
ugly
it. As ugly can ever be.
For me,
I
it's
mean,
looking fetish. This thing is
This
looking.
is not. This
it's-
is not. This
see,
is ridiculous.
Even on the bag, it's
This
not.
is so
it's
ridiculous.
not pretty.
This is so ridiculous. It's just the color.
It's not pretty. Now, this is not to talk down on anyone's creative ability.
No,
but
it's not
if
talking
people
down.
want to be creative with things,
What is this?
they should seek out of the box, because
Yo.
this does not look good for me. I'm
I'm
not feeling it like that.
This is not right. This is not right. But hey, get across social media platforms right
Craze.
there.
I didn't want to.
Facebook and YouTube precisely, and see for yourself picture and videos of what is this doll about, what it looks like, right? They call it a Labubu. I don't even know who named it a Labubu. Did they even tell us
I
the
think
name?
it's because of the origin, where it's coming from.
Okay, origin, right?
And I love the fact that a Nigerian reality TV star, Tacha, has come out to criticize it. She's criticizing people who are going for it. She's talking about the spending habits of certain people. She's saying people are complaining about the economy, but spending 260,000 naira on a doll. I do not know if we can take a listen to her, even though sometimes she speaks really. Let's see. We just heard that.
But yeah. I mean, think about it. And then, has it ever come to your mind that why does it have to be that we are always the last point of call when it comes to selling
these things, right?
These kinds of things. Nigerians,
like the way we are just going for it.
We are the front. Rihanna may have used it and all of that, but before you know it, all over the streets of Lagos and Abuja, precisely, you would find a Labubu. People
already ordering it.
It starts to make you feel as though if you don't have a Labubu, you are not relevant. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to me. But if it makes sense to you, or you think you have a reason as to why these persons might want to decide to even do a pre-order.
Okay, let's take a listen to what she's got to say.
Okay.
Belefu's going to buy Labubu. You don't even know where the Labubu toy originated from. But no, because of peer pressure. What peer pressure cannot do does not exist. There? Labubu left. Labubu. Do you even know what Labubu is? You never chop belefu, you want to go and be spending 200k on Labubu. Like a culture, you don't even know that. People should be minding yourself. So check on your WhatsApp now, the abuse you have to pay. You've not got to pay those people. No, just because your friend is carrying Labubu, you too want to carry Labubu. What is Labubu? You can't even spell the word Labubu. What is Labubu, please? You ever heard that before? You know what that is? On I go just they buy things, boom. Just because it's trend, boom. You want to get involved in it. Spending money you use and go and do other stuff, even if you actually do have the cash. But my error out here, or my issue out here is with the ones that don't even have the money, but just because of peer pressure, want to go and spend 200k buying what? Buying some tiny toy to put in your bag. Labubu left, Labubu right. Labubu, Labubu, Labubu.
Honestly, I'm quite surprised that someone as Tacha, I think Tacha has transformed a lot.
Yeah.
And for her to even be against this, know that, honestly, there's
Remember
nothing to fantasize about this Labubu doll. There's nothing.
Peer pressure. It's just, there's nothing peer pressure cannot do. What peer pressure cannot do does not exist. Are you serious?
Absolutely.
But look, it's really real. It's crazy, Cassie. It's crazy. And that's the part where I said, the wannabes. And you want to feel among me, the mobomoya. That's how the Yoruba say. Yoruba. Mobomoya. They hear about the party. They don't know who's organizing the party. They don't know what. They just go there, carry plate and spoon, and they have to go there. You understand? The people that you don't even know the origin, and just like she rightfully said, you don't know where it came from. You don't know what the culture is about. You don't know what
some
it is.
Some people will just join courts because
and we are very we Nigerians, we're very gullible when it comes to these things. I'm sorry to, well, I'm not sorry to say. Let's just say it the way it is. I mean, we are gullible. You see a trend from somewhere, nowhere. Whether the trend makes sense or not. In fact, if you ask your conscience will tell you, chill, don't do this thing. But no, because, hey, I want to also be there. I want to be one of those that when they start calling the days that Labubu came out, I was one of those who purchased it. Really? To what end? I mean, it goes back to Ernest. What Ernest said. What's your priority? What's your priority, man? Or could it be that there are more people enjoying in this country this time? Maybe we don't know. The people who are really talking about things are hard or things tough, or maybe they are very few. I think so.
Honestly, I think if we keep talking about this Labubu doll, we are not going to leave.
Anyways.
But the conversation does not stop here on radio. Remember, we are live across Facebook and YouTube. So go drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell us, what do you think about this whole craze about Labubu doll? Do you think it's worth it or not? Remember that it's selling for 250,000 or 260.
No, Cassie,
depending on the vendor supplying for you.
Put a whooping buck. Don't just say 250.
I'm already figuring the wigs. For some people, even wigs that women wear, they see them as nothing. So I think that it could be what could be nothing to you might be something to another person. So it has to do with the preferences. But honestly, for me, This is vanity.
I rest my case.
This is so vain.
I
It
rest
doesn't
my
make
case.
any sense.
I rest my
Anyway,
case.
drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what you think about this whole craze with the Labubu doll. What exactly is the craze with the Labubu doll in Nigeria? Drop
Just
your thoughts
before-
in the comments.
Yeah, just before you go, Labubu, Labubu.
You do. All right, you guys, sit back. The girlfriend show will be right back. Oh, we'll be coming back. Remember, we had a very captivating episode on Monday. We're coming back with a bang.
Okay.
With something that has been trending, and you definitely would want to listen to it. So keep listening to Eagles FM. When we go refresh, we'll come back here to have that conversation.
Long weekend at last.